Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you feeling happy? I hope so. We're nearly there, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. We've nearly, very nearly, got there. It's going to take a little bit longer. I've got some little bits to figure out over here, but we are making headway. Ugh. It's taking a long time though. It is taking its own sweet time. Okay. How's it going, Delirium? How are you? What have you been up to? Do you know what? I've got loads of just things that every time I've got something to do, I put it on my desk, and my desk gets so cluttered with shit that I have to do, and I never get around to doing it. It's just, do you know what I mean? It's just getting on my nerves now, getting in the way. Right, okay, slingshot. Where am I going to put... I've got a picture actually. Let me just... It just gets on top of you, doesn't it? Just really just... Ugh. Could be worse, couldn't it? Could be all over my house rather than just in my... on my desk. At least I'm not a hoarder. I'm a whore, but I'm not a hoarder. I did have a picture of a slingshot, a kid with a slingshot. Where is it? Where did I put it? There he is, little shitbag. Let's leave that there. And you just close the door. How many bedrooms have you got in your house anyway? How big is your mansion? Because every time I've seen a picture of it or anything, it's always quite... kind of looks like a bit of a castle. You got 3 bedrooms. Is that quite small for a house in America? Because when I picture American houses, they've usually got loads and loads of rooms and stuff. One's a studio and one's supposed to be your library. But that's the junk room right now. Oh, 3's pretty standard. You have a studio and a library. Well, kind of. So what does what should we actually call your fella? Because I can't keep referring to him as fella. Should we make up a name? Fernando or Fabio, or I don't know. What should we call him? What's wrong with Fabio? Fabio. Oh, Fabio. Who gets with a Spedley? Hey, how's it going, Hawk? Who gets with a Fabio? Does Fabio ever... I mean, Fabio's an 80s porn name, isn't it, really? And could you... I mean, that's... I mean, if it was fantasy, could you ever get anywhere in life as a Fabio? Must be quite hard, I can imagine. Hi, I'm Fabio. And then just people would like burst into laughter. Couldn't be taken serious, could you? I'm Fabio. Unless you had an accent to go with it, then that would make sense. But if you were just like a normal everyday English or American guy, Fabio, you'd think, what the hell were your parents thinking when they named you? You've been studying. You've got to have a thick accent and a thick moustache to go with it, haven't you? To pull that sort of name off. I mean, in all seriousness, could you actually get with a guy? Talk to you, Hawk, obviously. Gold chain, yeah, big medallion. Could you ever get with a guy that had a funky name? I mean, it wouldn't have to be Fabio even. It could be, I don't know, what's a funky name? What's the funkiest name a bloke could be cursed with? Oh, this is too big, I think. Yeah, that's too big. I'm not going to get him in. Larry. Larry's not that bad. You can get. I think you can get away with Larry. Larry's not too hazardous to your health, is it? Do you know a Larry? Is that why you don't like Larry? I'm glad I've done this in pencil now. Is Larry short for anything? Larrold. Larrold. Oh my days. That was good. Let's see if I can do this a bit smaller. I mean, you could go like D'Artagnan and stuff like that, couldn't you? That would be a bit hard to pull off. because you would be... God, man, can you imagine growing up with D'Artagnan as a name? I mean, it's very, very important to name a child properly, otherwise it's going to end up with all sorts of problems as going through life, growing up. Yeah, we'll get beaten up. Totally. Ooh. Well, I'm afraid my Russian public are, well, they've abandoned me, really. Dodgy fucking Russians. They're like, they want my phone number before I'm allowed to stream on their platform, which is a bit shit. So I'm down to 7 now. Because I'm not going to give any freaking Russians my phone number. Are you crazy? What's wrong with you? We want your number. That sounds like more Transylvania than Russian. But anyway, you get the gist. Give me your number and your bank account details. We want it for our records. Yeah, sketchy as fuck, right? No way. So I figure, well, Russians can lose out, I guess. I don't know how many other problems I'm going to get with this fucking thing. We'll see as we go along, won't we? Well, it's typical though, isn't it? I mean, is it just normal for Russians to just ask dodgy questions blatantly to... I don't know, it's just weird. Russian dick pics all over the shop, yeah. So I've got a funny story here today. That happened to me today. I don't know whether to tell you it now because I don't want to repeat myself. Should I tell you now? I mean, there's only 2 of you. I don't... Oh, well. My phone's been going off non-stop recently. With all sorts of... just emails. Just loads and loads of emails. I think it's connected to this this restream thing. So, well, I just did say that. So, do you remember? Do you remember a bloke called Minecraft? Was it Architect? Do you remember him? Was he before your time, or I don't know, I can't remember, but he's actually streaming now. And bless him, I thought it was Bruce, right? I thought it was Bruce messing around, but it genuinely is a really nice guy. He's a really nice dude. I thought, well, it's just drop in on him. I was pleasantly surprised. He's from County Cork. He's got a lovely little accent, for Irish accent. Sounds really nice. Sounds really sweet. You know what I mean? Yeah, apparently you're not all trolls. You know what? I am a bit of a pessimist, and I do kind of think the worst a lot of the time. And I think that, well, I mean, everybody knew that comes in, I'm a bit dubious of. I mean, no doubt there have been some trolls, but I don't think it's as many as I originally thought there were. I think they're quite. I mean, you don't know though, do you? You don't know. I have my suspicions on a few other people as well, but what can you do? You can't suspect everybody, so I'll give everybody a benefit of the doubt, but everything with a pinch of salt, you know. I think I might be a little bit paranoid, maybe. Just a tad paranoid. A bit of paranoia is healthy though, isn't it? Scroll to the bottom of just chatting once and popped in on this teenage girl, and she was getting trolled so bad. She had no clue. Well, no doubt I've been trolled in the past. It happens, doesn't it? It happens. It's part of the gig, really, isn't it? You gotta expect it. I mean, the thing is, I don't take myself too seriously anyway, because you can't. If you do, then you're setting yourself up. You really are setting yourself up for a big fall. I mean, that's not just in streams either. In life, you know, you can't just go around thinking you're the bee's knees. Because you're just putting yourself on a pedestal to be knocked off. And there's what's that they say? Pride comes before a fall, doesn't it? She didn't speak English that great, and the usernames were just plain racist troll names. Oh God. How old was she? Was she only ickle? I don't suppose it matters how ickle you are if you can be a more mature person and still get trolled though, can't you? Doesn't really matter how old you are. I think it kind of helps though, I guess. Oh, 15. That is kind of, yeah. So I was working on my sex dungeon this morning. it's going to take a very, very long time. I got the inclination that you kind of saw my inspiration, where I got the idea from for my sex dungeon, because it is based on a game, very old game, showing my age, but I've used the map and the kind of formula. Don't know whether it's a formula or not, but I think you might have actually played the game before from the way you were talking about earlier, ages ago. No? Oh, okay then. Okay, because it's a very old game and I loved it when I was growing up, and I figure I'd remake it to some extent, but not as in, because it was like a, I loved Doom. Doom's awesome, and it was fucking scary as well, considering how I mean, it wasn't the most realistic of games, was it? But I mean, graphically, but it was bloody scared the shit out of me sometimes. And the nasties would come out of the dark and stuff, and scared the pants off you. Bloody good game, man. Bloody good game. It was a Spectrum game. Did you have a Spectrum? I used to love the Spectrum. That Spectrum was played non-stop. That poor thing. We used to play it on this really small black and white TV, and we upgraded to colour, and it was all like magentas and yellows and really, really basic colours. I never went as far back as an Atari. Oh, I did have a friend that had an Atari. Well, I say friend. I won't go into that. God dear. He wasn't exactly a friend. He was a babysitter. A very dodgy babysitter. He got convicted of child molesting. And he used to bring round when he used to come to babysit us, which is a bit worrying. You had an original Nintendo. Awesome. He was the coolest bloke though. He knew every single trick. There must be a fucking handbook on how to be a paedophile or something, because he was really he fashioned himself to be the coolest dude. That was just like attractive to kids, you know, because he drove this tank. It was literally I don't think he got his paws onto me, but I don't know. Well, I don't remember him anyway. I think I was about I'm gonna say 12 or 13 when he was babysitting us. I think I would have remembered if I would have been traumatised, maybe, you know, because people like block that shit out, don't they? But I'm pretty sure I would remember. But yeah, he drove around in this. It was a German tanky thing. It was amphibious as well, right? And it was, I don't know, World War II thing. But it was really cool, and he had a go-kart. And he had an Atari, and he had a little puppy dog that was really cute. So he covered all the bases, you know. He knew exactly how. You got to be suspicious of anybody who's that cool, I think. Because why are you being cool for the kids? It's like, I think alarm bells should be ringing. Why have you got so many lollipops in your back seat? Why is there hamsters in your in your glove box? Yeah, he got convicted because he used to be a scout leader, and he got convicted of sexually abusing a kid in a tent when they was supposed to be in charge of him. He was putting them to bed and he was probably tickling them or something, and he went a bit too far, I think, and got busted. He was a really nice bloke to me. He didn't do anything to me, but he was a really nice fella. And then that came out. I mean, everybody knew he was gay, and everybody was like, "Oh, yeah, all right, yeah, but he's cool. He's all right. He's a nice fella." And then that happened, and it was like, "Oh, okay then." Amazing, really. Never saw him with a boyfriend though. Never saw him like have any kind of interest in other men and stuff. Fucking alarm bell should have been ringing by then, really. I mean, he had it as paedophiles go. He was in a perfect. He'd worked his way into a perfect position of authority in charge of children. It was, and he'd done it so effortlessly as well. And everybody wanted to be, all the kids wanted to be his friend as well, you know. He knew exactly what he was doing. Scary. I mean, obviously kids are really easily led, and it takes a person of, it's really easy to be a person of influence and get kids to do whatever you want, really. It's really quite scary. As far as I know, it was one kid that stepped forward, and I think a few others stepped up as well. I don't think he actually like did the whole penetration thing. I think it was pretty much just fiddling, you know. That's quite bizarre, really, because he was like, he said he was gay, but he was in a boys' youth group. It's weird. I wonder if he was abused as a child, because that's what they say. They say that all paedophiles have been kind of abused in some way or another, and they think it's normal to some extent, and that's what they're supposed to. They can justify it because it was done to them. Ugh, it's weird. But it's definitely a sickness, isn't it? It's not just a thing you're born with, and they should, you know. I mean, lots of people. There is a lot of it running around. There's a hell of a lot of it. That's what's really scary. But it's like, I guess it's like a chain effect, isn't it? You get one person, and it's like a disease, isn't it? Literally like a disease. So you get one person that spreads it to a few other people, and then those few other people spread it to a few other people more, and it just goes into society that way. You think they're born with it? Because how do you program that? No, I think it's got to be programmed. I don't think you can be born with it. Surely not, because it's like if you're like see, this is tricky territory, because if you go down that's probably why people don't want to have the conversation, because obviously if you start saying that you're born, or it's either born or you're conditioned, you're going to go into the territory of homosexuality and lesbians, and that's a very sticky well it's a very sticky situation to be in. A very sticky topic avenues, but I think the general consensus is that it's trained into you. You're conditioned to be a paedophile, rather than you. Because how can you be born with it? Because you're born with the desire to reproduce, aren't you? And it's counterproductive if you want to mate with children, because it's not fruitful, is it? I know this is really hard conversation and I'm tiptoeing around it. I mean, I don't know the whole. I'm not saying I'm professional. I don't know jack shit, but I just want to put that caveat in there. But you don't think it'd be 100% result of environment? Hey, how's it going, Minecraft? How are you? Do you know what? This is the guy. Yeah, this is the guy at Delirium when I was that I dropped into just before the stream, and he's got the most. It's like honey. This accent that he has. It's just so gorgeous. It's really nice. To be honest, Minecraft, I thought you were a troll when you first came on to my stream years ago. I thought you were a bit of a troll, and I thought you were someone else trolling me. I thought you might have been Cheesy. Do you remember Cheesy or Bruce or whoever? But my fears have been laid to. Call me paranoid, I don't know, but my fears have been laid to rest because I've heard your delightful voice, and I am reassured. Yeah, so I took a yeah, you remember Cheesy? Yeah, I haven't seen Cheesy in such a long time now. He's yeah, he was a bit of a troll anyway, I think. But yeah, yeah, I took a year and a half off. I think it was about a year and a half. I was about yeah, I think everyone's cheesy. Yeah, I know, but it's just like freaking. I'm paranoid, aren't I? Because I just think that. All right, I'm a bit of a pessimist, and I can't believe that there's all these people that, you know, come in and say hello. I feel really bad now because I doubted your architect. It's like, oh, oh, I don't know. I can't remember. I can't even remember what I thought my little conspiracies, my little theories. I can't even remember. But yeah, yeah, I took a year off, and I think I've been. How long have I been back now? I think this is the third week or something. So in that time, I started a teaching course. Started teaching, and because I need to pay bills. So yeah, has it been a month already? Yeah, break. It was a welcome break actually, but the thing was, I got quite lazy, and it was really quite hard to get back into it. Once I stopped, I was like, I got comfortable, and it was really hard to get the momentum going again. And it still is. I find it used to be really a lot easier to stream, and I'm finding it quite what's the word? It's hard to get going. I don't know if there's a word. Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah, you bugged the shit out of me, and I don't think I would have done if you hadn't had guilt tripped me into doing it. So, oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I don't know whether I don't know whether I want to thank you or hate you. I don't know, but I'm glad I'm back. I'm glad I'm doing it again because it is productive. It does make me work. I know I am. Otherwise, I wouldn't be. So. I mean, I'm sure you found the same Minecraft, that you're just more productive when you're streaming. Thanks for pressuring me into shit. Thank you. So, shall I tell you my story now? Hello, Arachi, by the way. So, today I had a shower. You know, 10-minute shower, stepped in, stepped out, and washed all the smelly bits and got out, dried myself off, and I went to open the door, and the door wouldn't open. I tried the handle, and it just I could see the bolt as I was pulling the handle down. The bolt wasn't going across. And I was like, oh shit, what's going on? What's going on? I'm stuck in here. What am I going to do? I'm stuck. And then I tried it about 5 times, and then it opened, and I was like, oh, thank fuck for that. Oh, I could have been stuck in there for like days. So, and I was like, okay, so what's going on with this door handle? And I shut it again, didn't I? I was in there half an hour. Half a fucking hour. I'm trying to open the fucking handle. It was, after opening it and then closing it again, I was just so pissed off with myself. It was just, I was just like, no, what am I gonna do? And there was fuck all in. I had a hair clip. I was trying to move the bolt with the hair clip, and I was like, I had a credit card out, and I was trying to fuck my credit card up a bit, and I was just, and you know, I was in there half an hour, right? But it seemed so much longer. It seemed like at least couple of hours, you know, and I was sweating, and I thought, what the fuck am I going to do? I'm going to die in here. This is it. This is my life over. I might as well just fucking, you know. I was stressed. It wasn't funny. Don't laugh at me. It was a very serious moment in my life. My whole life flashed before my eyes, and it was fucking boring. But yeah, it was, yeah, but yeah, it was scary. Oh yeah, I could have drank out the toilet. Yeah. Yeah, I shut it again. That was the real kicker. The fact that I opened it and then thought, oh, what's wrong with this? And then shut it again. Doi. Fucking yeah. Anyway. So that was my adventure today. So then I took the door apart and sorted it. There was a little screw in I had to tighten up, and that was it. That was all that was wrong with it. Just the screw had come loose. I could have died because a screw had come loose. You actually have that paranoia of that when you're at work alone, so always bring your phone with me. I had my phone with me actually. So but the thing was, I was too embarrassed to use it. Do you know what I mean? I was just really embarrassed to use my phone and just say, excuse me, could you get me out of the toilet please? I'm stuck. No. No. I'm a man. You know what men are like? They don't want to just like admit that they're weak or anything like that, do they? No. It's like asking for directions. You can't. What? No. Don't ask for directions. No, you just wander about for 3 years looking for where you're going. randomly. How's it going, Broken? How are you? I need an air horn, come on, do I? Do I really? I think there is some kind of horn. Is there a horn? There might be a horn in there somewhere. I don't know. Well, Malax doesn't have to be in here now anymore. Oh, there you go. Horn. There you go. Ask and ye shall receive.
This song is for everybody who loves something. Yep.
Honk. Yeah, apart from being freaking a little bit shook because like I nearly died today. I could have died today because of a loose screw. So dangerous. I've just told my story, but you want a long one and then 3 short, like that one. You want that one, don't you?
My mom just grounded me from soccer practice. Please help. Tell me, do you want me, baby? Tell me, do I drive you crazy? Tell me, do I make you go?
You still there, Minecraft?
Mom will give me back my Xbox. Tell me, do you want me, baby? Tell me,
Oh, you'll have to watch the stream. Watch the stream and like you can get the gist of the story. I'm not going through that story again. It brings back. It's too traumatizing. I can't. I'm trying to block it from my memory. You just can't get over the fact that you freed yourself and then said, "Let's do that again." Yeah, that was just how fucking dumb. How fucking dumb. And just as I shut it, you know, I shut the door, and then it was like, I should have been on the other side of that when I shut it. You know, it was like, I should have done. Yeah, it was one of them. What I should have done, one of them. That exact idea went through my head, just as I shut the door. Fucking doy forehead. Yeah. Ugh. Darwin or total candidate. I'm a favourite candidate for that award right there. Ah, boy. Yeah, so Minecraft, your freaking stuff is really good. I wanted to stay around so you can give me a tour. Next time you'll have to give me a tour of your stuff, because I saw some stuff over in the distance and it looked kind of like really like, what is it? What is it? It was just like ancient ruins sort of thing, ancient buildings that you recreate. It's really cool. And yes, your character is, or your shirtless character was very, very sexy. much wow. Very awesome. Because I remember years ago you going on about your characters. And they're all like, it's like you live in your own little world, Minecraft world. Ancient, medieval, modern, the whole lot. The whole lot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come around and you'll have to give me a you'll have to give me a tour of your stuff. I have to apologise. I thought you weren't a real person, you know, but you genuinely are a nice guy. I didn't think. Oh, I don't know. As soon as I came off the stream, I was like, oh, he's a sweet guy, isn't he? I actually said that to myself because you are. You sound. a really nice person. I feel really guilty now. I think I'm not sure. I think I might have slagged you off a couple of times. I can't even remember, but I'm sorry anyway. Thinking about streaming a sketchbook tour once you're done with the book. For those interested. Oh yeah, I'll be up for that. But only consider. Well, you sound nice anyway. I think your streaming career should be a good one because you got a voice that people would like. What I can see, people would want to listen to. You know, I can see it. He's from County Cork. He's got a maple syrupy kind of accent. It's really nice Irish accent. Oh yeah, I think your accent's really, really lovely. Really lovely. I mean, the Irish accent is lovely, and I've always liked. Well, my mum and dad from. My mum's from Dublin, and my dad's from Sligo. So we're, you know, and all my family's Irish, really. So. Top of the morning. Ho ho. Yeah. So yeah, it's probably the worst Irish accent ever. See, like Arachi, she's. I mean, what do you actually think of your accent, Minecraft? I mean, do you think it's awful, or are you quite happy with it? Because Arachi, we've heard her on Discord, and to be honest, it's not as bad as she thinks. Because she hates it. She hates her own accent. I mean, I think everybody does until they get used to it. I mean, did you have to get used to it? Used to the sound of your own voice, Minecraft, or were you quite confident in yourself anyway? A German accent is the worst accent. Fight me. I will fight you. I'll be more than happy to pin you down and stove your face into the pavement because it's not bad at all. That was quite violent actually, wasn't it? Okay, you hold it down, Delirium, and I'll smack her face with a shovel. Did he really? Jacksepticeye? I think Jack's voice is fucking awesome. You had to get used to it as well. It's just a comfort thing. I think you've just got to flipping, you know, take the bull by the horns and ride the waves. Or I don't know where that metaphor's going actually. You got nervous. You got nervous when you started with. I'll pin you down. Right, okay. Oh no, it depends. The shovel thing isn't actually. It might be quite necessary depending on how unconvinced you are. We have ways of making you believe in yourself. Your accent isn't that bad at all. a matter of confidence, isn't it? And like I say, comfort. Yeah. Yeah, Jack's voice is cool. Yeah. Yeah, he's energetic. He puts everything into it. That's really. I couldn't even. I think he must be on crack or something. I don't know. 'Cause how do you be that nice all the time? I think. I mean, you have to be a nice person to begin with, really, to be like that sort of that keep that positive energy going. Really, you have to be a genuinely nice. Maybe actually, that's not a good idea for you to stream. Actually, thinking about it. I said that. He is very nice, very awesomely nice. You find American dialects repulsive as well? Oh, no, some are, and some are more than others. But again, it's like it's the way you use it. It's not. I think it's if you're a nice person, it's the way you use it. It's got to be positive mental attitude. Yeah. It's hard to be positive all the time though, isn't it? It's tough sometimes. I mean, shit, your life, you know, you can't fake it really. You have to be a nice person, don't you? What the hell happened there? Okay. Okay, Nightbot just had a hemorrhage or some kind. I think it's everything's in a balance though, isn't it? How do you remove a song from song request? You can kayak, or you can go to the playlist, or I can do it here if you like. What song was it? Have you got songs set up on your stream yet? Or was it Deer Hunter? It was Deer Hunter, wasn't it? Oh, we've got another one. Yeah, Deer Hunter is the default thing. For some strange reason. It's really easy. What bots are you using? I could give you some pointers. Because what you can do is if you go into and get a handy one is Streamlabs chatbot. Are you what OBS are you using? Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. You press the wrong button there. Oh, you got Moobot. Oh, okay. That's one bot I haven't used. But Streamlabs has alright, OBS Studio. So I'm using OBS Studio as well, and with that there's certain benefits, but there's also certain downsides as well. So if you use Streamlabs, that's got music playlist built into it, so you can, and it has lots of other things. That's the best one I've found, and I wish if I'm depends what you want to do actually, because if you want to restream like I'm doing now, because I'm restreaming onto seven other platforms, and I'm hoping to add more as well. So if you want to go onto other platforms, it's best to use OBS, and there's also other benefits to OBS as well. But if you want to just concentrate on Twitch, I think OBS Streamlabs OBS Slobs is quite cool, because that's got lots of little gizmos and gadgets that go with it as well, and it's got music added to that as well, so it's worth looking at, worth checking out. Watch lots of when I was doing it, I was just like watching loads of YouTube videos, loads. YouTube is your friend. Nightbot, I've found there's certain things you can do with certain bots. So if depends how in depth you want to go with it. I use Nightbot because you can link the community. Has you can program it a lot easier. So there's plugins you can use. Whereas if you're using other bots, they won't let you tamper with it. That's it. You get that's what you get. You know. But Nightbot has a really nice community as well. And there's forums that you can ask people to do stuff for you. Sometimes at a price. I don't know how much programming knowledge you have. Are you any good with I think he uses C++ or something, or Python or something. I think it might be Python actually. But yeah, they you can do other things with Nightbot, and you can link it to. So if you make a command, you can make the command go and get a response from another website. So like you could have a paste bin that will pop up. You're a bit rusty programming. Ramming. Still, yeah. That's quite funny actually. I think I might leave that RAM because there's a song that is banned called Ram Ranch, and anything that has a ram in it gets blanked out. Do the Lord's work. Do you know what? Those angels kind of freaking went with the song. So how old are you anyway, Minecraft? I don't know what you're doing wrong. I think it might have to be from the music category. If it's not from the music category, it won't go on, and you'll get Deer Hunter on. I don't know why it goes Deer Hunter. 29. Oh. So there's obviously settings you can put into the parameters of Nightbot that will only allow certain length to a song, so you don't get lots of songs that are miles long, and you can put the category as I mean, have you got Spotify? Because it can take from your Spotify playlist. You're going to be 20. Oh my gosh. Actually, oh, it was Bruce's birthday, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Yesterday? Or the day before? I think it was yesterday, wasn't it? Make sure you... And he had an interview, didn't he? Oh, like 20. 20 is nothing. 20 is where it all begins. Imagine, can't imagine being 20 again. That'd be so awesome. See, when you get to 40, that's it, isn't it, Delirium? You hit 40 and it's all downhill. That's when you know you're halfway there, and that's scary. Halfway there. Then I can rest. Oh, can't wait. You're 22 next week, 22nd, isn't it? 22 on the 22nd. When you know you're living on a prayer. It's more fun now? Really? For real? Didn't you have much fun in the nunnery then? Oh, bloody hell. What was wrong with the 20s? With your 20s? Oh, I loved my 20s. All the songs, all the music, I had energy to dance. Man, I wish I had an accent now. Well, I guess I do, but I don't know it. That's weird, isn't it? I never thought that I had an accent, but obviously I do, don't I? To other people. Doi. Oh man, I'm having a blonde day, I think, today. It's just... everything's just going wrong. You want me to do a German accent for the rest of the day? Well... no, I'll do it on your birthday. On your birthday, that's what I do. I will be doing this on your birthday. I won't be doing it before then. I have a strong accent to you. So, well, okay. Yeah, obviously. It's obvious, isn't it? Duh. But yeah. Life sucked. You worked a lot. You went to school non-stop. You wouldn't recommend it. Do you know what I would recommend? I would recommend having more fun. Have lots of fun. Not too much, obviously. Just enough. Just enough. Your birthday was last... Everybody's is in August. What's going on? Mine's in August. See, you could say anything right now, Minecraft, and I'd believe every single word because I know you now. I know you you're a real person. I'm a real boy. No, you don't really have an accent because the basic American British accent is so common that you don't notice. Oh fuck Welsh! I can't do Welsh. Boyo, I can't. No, I'm not even gonna try because I can't. The only Welsh I know how to do is if you stick a boyo at the end of every sentence. Boyo. Mother died last year. Suddenly was my first birthday without her. Oh, yeah. I lost. That's one of the reasons why I've been away for so long as well, because I lost my dad. So yeah, feels bad, man. But life goes on, doesn't it? You can't. Can't dwell on the past. Have to carry on. I was no, it wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault, was it? Was it your fault? Did you kill my dad? Did Yeah, it's shit, isn't it? It's shit. And there's nothing you can say, do to make you feel better. It's just, you just got to get on with it. You can't just, you know, you can't just dwell on the past. You have to carry on regardless. I don't think you can ever forget them, can you? I mean, just, I'm always thinking about my dad. Sucks. Sucks hard. The thing was that, yeah. Oh, that finger's fucked. Oh, how did I do that? The thing that's really shit is that he's not going to be able to see me like have a. He was always pressuring me to do something, you know. A lazy bastard. He never really wanted me to be going to art. He wanted me to be to become. Yeah, good English. He wanted me to become a dentist, which is a bit worrying because dentists have a really high suicide rate. But if they get paid well, but yeah, I can kind of relate to that because, like, I mean, if you're looking into someone's skull, it's gonna have, I think it's gonna have quite an effect on you, isn't it? Really, and the smell of rotting teeth is very similar to rotting bodies, isn't it? Blood and guts and bleh. It's always a dentist or a lawyer, isn't it? You was lucky, have a good relationship with your mother, but the way she was taken from you, we never saw it coming. Sorry about the depressed silence. Yeah, it's not good. Hey, how's it going, Slaps? How are you? Your orthodontist killed himself. How did he do that? How did he even do that? Okay, this is okay. Right, see, that's my paranoia again. It just so happened that Arachi went missing when Slaps started coming in, and now you're two together. It's like, okay, well, maybe Arachi wasn't trolling me. My paranoia is fucking out of control. I really need to get a grip. I apologise, Arachi, for ever doubting you. It's just stupid, isn't it? It's absolutely fucking. Total headfuck. Total headfuck. No, I don't trust anybody. I've got real issues. I think I must have real issues. Because I've been hurt so much, because I trust people, I don't want to get hurt again because it's not nice, is it? And so I think I must have some trust issue. It takes a lot for me to trust someone. Man, feels bad. I can't relax. I need to relax more, don't I? That's what it is. They're after me. They are after me, aren't they? You got trust issues as well. You know, I'll build you up to trust me a bit more. Then create 10 accounts and completely take you down and watch you back. Thank you very much. See, I don't think I'll ever 100% trust you, Arachi, until you come on Discord with me. Because what I'm thinking, what's the issue? Why can't you do that? What's the problem? And you come up with all these little excuses, you know, and it's like, "Ugh, I don't like my accent," when there's nothing absolutely wrong with your accent. Yeah, no, you've been on there once. You've been on there once, and even then it was only short. It wasn't. I don't know. I just need reassuring because I'm really insecure. I just need reassurance, and the only way to do that is for you to come on the stream with me. That's the bottom line. That's it. 3 times. It was nowhere near 3 times. One time when you were super drunk and you didn't hardly say anything at all. You weren't that drunk. You join if you agree to draw one of your Minecrafters live. Well, that's no big deal for you, Minecraft, because you're streaming now, aren't you? And you've got a lovely voice. I will have you on the stream one day because you've got a lovely voice, and you can promote your little channel. You got Discord, have you, Minecraft? I don't know, it was just a coincidence that you and Slaps were never on the same stream together. I don't know, you know, it's just my funky little brain tripping out about nothing. It's an illness. I have an illness, okay? Oh, you do have an account. Cool. First time where you chatted on Discord, and a while after stream where Smiley was in as well and stuff. Second time I was a little tipsy, and the third one when you were around your aunts, yeah. Yeah, we were going to try and get your aunt on, weren't we? Because she's a bit cool. She was a cool lady, you were saying. Right, okay, so let's have this coming down here. I think I'll stop there. And have that. Oh, this is going to take up all of that, isn't it? Okay. Would you want your aunt to come on the stream and hold your hand? Does anybody actually read this crap? I mean, is it worth putting this here? I don't know, because like it's quite big, isn't it? I think it might get in the way a little bit. I don't know. Anyways, so let's have a look. Let's have his eye here. Nice big long nose. Pointy little nose there. I think it's a bit intrusive. I wonder if I can. Where should I put it then? Let's put it here. It's even more intrusive over this side, isn't it? I don't know. You think it's better there? Well, my hand's there, so you can see more of the picture, can't you? So I guess that's better there. And also you can see what the words fucking say, because you can't see it when it's on white, can you? Check up on legging. Oh, lagging. Oh, lagging. Which eye do you close? If you're which eye do you close? You're going like that, and you have. So it's that one should be open then. Everybody's gonna have. I was just thinking, let's put his tongue hanging out. No, he's got his tongue hanging out as well. Everybody's gonna have their tongue hanging out in this picture. Must always be small brain time then. Should I have his tongue hanging out or not? I don't know. I don't think I would actually. I'll just leave it.
I was born in a messed up century. My favorite flavored sweets are raspberry and amphetamines. I bought a carburetor age 16. I brush my teeth with bleach cause I ain't got time for cavities. My daddy put a gun to my head. Said if you kiss a boy I'm gonna shoot you dead. So I tied him up with gaffer tape and locked him in a shed. Then I went out to the garden and I fucked my best friend cause my hopes to get low because these people.
This is a funny little song, isn't it? Okay. How am I a boomer? I don't even know if I'm a boomer. What era was the baby boom period in anyway? I suppose it depends what country you were born in, really, if you're a boomer or not. Gotta go be social. Wish you luck. You on tomorrow? Yeah. Oh, it's your visitor is here, isn't she? What's her name? What's the thing? Just, his mum. The in-laws. Oh, I just missed it then. Oh, that's all right. I was in the 70s. I was on child at the 70s, 70s and 80s. 46 to 64. I missed it by a year, so I'm not a boomer by a year. Officially, I'm not a boomer. Soldiers came home from the war. I'm Generation X, alright. Not that it actually fucking matters. Everybody's capable of being an arsehole no matter what time of year they were born. And what year they were born in. Pretty much.
The first man's name was Kiki. He wore such little pants. His brother was the champion, but Kiki loved to dance. The second man was Choo-Choo, a master of romance. He loved the damsel in distress, but not as much as dance. And then one day it happened. They went off to the world. They went on to a journey, idolized by the boys and girls. They learned so many lessons in all the foreign lands. But no matter where they wound up, they never stopped the dance. One day inside the station,
Yeah, got some Chinese dude lip syncing to it, and with his kid moustache.
they turned to face each other. It was just happenstance that these two men would meet that day and do that fateful dance. Wow.
You can really dance. Wow, you can really dance.
He went. He went. They said we've both been dancing all this time. What a coincidence. And then they danced together like no one's danced before. The diplomats were dancing. They cancelled all of the war. No more. The whole world celebrated with no more violence. And all because
And it's already cliche. Yeah. See, that's an Arachi thing to say. Yeah, are you sure you're not related to Arachi? You're Arachi's friend. Okay. My conspiracy theory are tingling. My conspiracy sense is tingling. He's got no neck.
从这边就好。
He's got no
你从
neck.
你从这边走到那边，我 三。我跟行。
Oh, this has got to be Minecraft, doesn't it? Oh, it's Arachi. Okay. Is this dedicated to Minecraft, is it? How's it going, Relax? Why are you mad? What's going on? Hello, Malax. How are you? What's going on? You didn't get a Twitch notification. What? Am I gonna have to start tweeting my times? Surely nice of you to join us, Milax. You love how they rage about it when they all call the millennials snowflakes, sensitive retards, fags, and now they throw a fit because of OK Boomer. It's not entirely Twitch's fault, which is literally just OK and their gen name. Because of Twitch rules. Where's Minecraft gone? I hope you listen. I hope you appreciate this song. Just for you.
Dig up diamonds, craft those diamonds, make some armor. Get it, baby, going forge. I like you so MLG Pro, the sword's made of diamonds, so come at me, bro. Training in your room under the torchlight, hone that form to get you ready for the big fight. Every single day in the home light, creepers out prowling. Alright, look at me, look at you. Take my revenge, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm a warrior, baby. What else is new? And my blade's gonna tear through you. Bring it.
You're not sure if it's fixed.
Gather your stuff. Yeah, let's take back the world. Baton. Take your revenge.
Oh shit, I think this thing is gonna go well. What's going on? Oh, I'm gonna come back, run away from that, come back to it later. I want to do here, let's do a fur. I've got quite a furry theme going on, so I'm gonna carry that on. Grammar. How did it miss ranch sauce? Ramps, yeah. God, oh, what's going on with my brain today? I think it's gone AWOL. Do you know what? In a way, I'm so glad that I got locked in the bathroom rather than anybody else. Because I could have I can. Man, they would have been vexed. That would have been bad. I hope I fixed it alright. The R word. Is that what we call it now? The R word. R word pass. So, how long is it going to take to finish your sketchbook? How many pages you got left? Or is it a matter of they're all full, you just got to fill details in? So I don't think I've actually ever completed a sketchbook as such. I've always kind of... There's always been bits that needed attention. How is it for... Are you talking about the... is the Forsaken place your mind? So have you got all the equipment to stream now, Arachi? Or are you still gathering shit together? Jesus never masturbated. Really? You got 0 streaming equipment. Yeah, all except for Russian OK now, because they want my phone number for some strange reason. They said that we're not giving you access to this unless we get your phone number. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll just hand you over my phone number. No, I don't think so. So yeah, So, okay, Russian. I'm doing 7 now instead of 8. Why the hell do you want my phone number? I've no idea. Right, okay. Right, I can start filling in this dragon now, I guess, because yes. So how does that go? That goes there. And there's a big muscle there. Well, this is a bit Savage would like this, wouldn't he? The meme levels are getting low. Well, why don't you make something? Reddit is filled with dad jokes. Dad joke tier. And then jokes. I was addicted to dank memes at one stage. It was wasn't healthy. First thing in the morning, an hour of dank memes in bed. Well, that was intended, and then the other 2 hours wasn't. Cursed comments. This ain't bad actually, I like this. Who is this? Enter Shikari. I like these. These guys are good. No, I didn't see the new Sonic trailer. I haven't seen anything because since Showbox went down, because obviously I don't watch any kind of illegalness. But I've been told that people showed me from Showbox apparently. It's a bit sad, really. Used to get everything from Showbox, you know? Everything. Now on nothing. Don't watch anything. I haven't watched any films or any TV series. It's a good thing, really, because it was starting to get a bit unhealthy. Showbox. There's a lot of unhealthy shit about, isn't there? I think I've got an addictive personality. Mind you, I am able to give stuff up. I gave up smoking. And I don't drink like a maniac. So that's a good thing. I gave up my dank memes. I've gone cold turkey on the Showbox though. That wasn't any fault. That wasn't any choice to that really. Starting to get withdrawal symptoms, I think, from Showbox. Starting to get the shakes every time TV comes on. I love kids. They're lovely. They're fantastic, charming. But my neighbour has a child, and it's one of the whingiest little. We'll put it this way: if it went for a walk and didn't come back, it wouldn't be lost. Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? Because every single day it's just whinges and cries and she's just bless its little cotton socks. What is this? Plateau Malax? Is this chill? Is it going to kick in it? Is it going to kick in? Malax, you got a spare fiver? Urchi, also known as Rocky Willie, has come aboard. What? Oh, this is the Rocky. Yeah, it is a porn name. Rocky Willie. Come on. Is that supposed to be a pirate name? We do have. Is there porn names? Is there porn names? I can't remember if there is porn names. I'm sure there is. I'm sure I was working on a porn name generator. Pretty sure I did make one. Rusty Stinkwater. Oh dear. Rusty Stinkwater. Bubbles the dog. Bubbles. It's not very piratey, is it, George? Ah, bless you. I'm sure there was a porn name in there. Where's it gone? Did I actually finish it? Maybe I didn't finish it. It's a fur. Oh, I could have a furry. There's no porn memes. Oh, that's weird. Maybe I didn't finish it then. Well, Rusty Stinkwater isn't that far off a porn name either, is it? Bubbles the dog. I've actually seen numerous pornography movies starring Bubbles the dog. Okay. Crazy. I think we'll have let's have a cycle. What about there? Cycle of Shine. Rocky the Stump. Rocky the Stump. Grubby Deadeye. $44 views on Picato. Have I? Or is that the top viewers? Is that the top thing? Is it? People of Picato. No, I don't think I have. I mean, it would tell me surely. I've got a little a watch counter. It shows me how many viewers I've got. And that says it's 3. I don't know about that. It says it down there as well. Look, it says there. That's just for Twitch though, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care anyway. It's not about the viewer count, is it? Oh, as in how many people visited. Oh, right. Well, that's pretty good. Oh, no, ain't bad then. I wonder if I've got any followers. Shall we see if anyone... Oh, I doubt that anyone followed. Was it on Picato, was it? Picato, let's have a look. Hello, people from Picato. I got... No one likes me. No one likes me. But I have got 44 views. But no viewers at the moment. They're just teasing me. Maybe it's a kind of a timing thing. Depending on... of course you're not no one. You'll never be no one. So Picato is a different streaming platform. I've started Restreaming. There's a site called Restream, and what they do is they take your stream and they distribute it to other places, other streams. Obviously, if you get affiliated by Twitch won't. They want your content, so you can't go stream anywhere else. So I'm not affiliated, so I'm able to restream. So I've gone to... I'm streaming to... I am streaming to Picato, which is more of an art streaming platform. It's more for artists. Then there's Smashcast, which I think is something to do with Xbox. And then Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, Mixer. Oh, it's Mixer is it more Windows, isn't it? and until recently I've been streaming to Russia with from OK, but they wanted my phone number, and I said fuck off because you're not getting my phone number. So yeah, Russians want my phone number. They ain't gonna get it. What do you mean don't tell him? It's just my paranoia. You was Time Magazine's Person of the Year in 2006. Who slaps? Slaps came on the other day actually. He's a new person. He's probably, I don't know. A person. It's alright, your secret's safe with me, don't worry. I won't tell him. I think I was streaming. I think I was streaming Dreams, wasn't I, when you came in? Wasn't I, Slaps? Can't remember now. My brain isn't what it used to be. My brain is shot to pieces. Can't remember what it was like to have a brain. They, them, their, yeah, whatever. And you're a him. You're of the male variety, aren't you lucky? He seems like a nice enough chap. Maybe we find out who he really is later on, yeah? Bloody hell, there's loads of them. Z self, Sir self. It's fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Come on, turn it in. It's getting stupid. Do you know what I think's happened? I think there's been some people that I genuinely want to be referred to as them rather than because they don't identify with he or she, and then the trolls have got hold of it, the concept, and just gone to town with like AE and limbs and verself, etc. The trolls have killed it. See, trolls are useful for some things, because I can't imagine anybody being serious about. Actually, I can, you know. The Scooby Gang. gotten away with it too with a word for you pesky kids. You can Google what it actually means, but there's meaning to it. Oh, yeah. This is Shikari again, isn't it? I like these guys. These guys, this is the second... I've looked up and I've listened to them and it's like, oh, these are quite good. It's the second song I like that out of them. This isn't bad at all. Alright. Enter Shikari. Gender fluid doesn't exist. It's only people not identifying with cliche gender roles and not getting the memo that you don't have to be girly to be a girl, boyish to be a boy. Do you know what? I just don't really care. You just do what you want. I don't care what you do or how you call yourself. You do you, I do me. That's fair enough, isn't it? Just go over there and do you. Don't come over here and do me. That sounded wrong. No. Don't do you near me. And I won't do me near you. That sounds wrong as well. You know what I mean. So I think gender transgender, I think there's a problem there, because although they can identify as a woman or a man, they're still not going to be accepted as one in society because society isn't. I don't think society is ready, is it? They're not on board with it. So although you can go for an operation, I don't think all the operations in the world aren't going to make society accept you. And that's what's most important psychologically. Physically, you can do what you want with your body. But I don't think an operation is going to fix you psychologically. Because you're going to be jeered at, you're going to be ridiculed, because society it's not normal. Society deems it not to be normal. Not that what is normal, there is not that there is any kind of normal in society anyway, but it's scary once right. But it's scary once countries like Canada start imposing laws. That's Peterson, isn't it? You can't stress this enough, and you can't get fined for using someone preferred pronouns here. If it doesn't affect me personally, live and let die yet. Well said. Yeah. No, if they like to be referred to, then it's okay, but just think it's counterproductive, since I think if you start, it's like Malak said, if you start imposing laws, it kind of treads on people's toes, and there's an infringement there of civil liberties, and people don't like that, I'm afraid. No matter how right or wrong it is, people just won't like it. You can't impose it. I mean, if it's going to be a slow process if you wanted to put that through and get people used to it, but we're not there yet. And I think it's going to take a very long time before we are ever there. There's no problem with it. Once there are like 50 different pronouns, you've got to know. It's going to get confusing. Yeah, it is confusing. But then wrong lies in society and not the wrong lies with society. Yeah, exactly. And not with the person. And if they feel in the wrong body, that's actually a problem and not just psychological. If they, because that's the thing. I think that's the wall that transgender people run up against, and that's probably why there's so many suicides. Why the suicide rate is so high in transgender people. Because although they can get everything fixed and the way they want. They don't get accepted, and they don't psychologically find a place where they belong, because they're not accepted by the majority of females, and they're not exactly accepted by the majority of males. They can't find, I mean, people to have proper loving relationships with. It's different. It's not, society won't allow it, if you like. I mean, I don't know how to react around these transgender people. I don't know how. It's going to be a learning curve that I haven't even began to learn, really. I totally agree with you when you say the wrong does lie with society. Totally. But I think it's there's going to be a lot of pioneers in the transgender field before we actually see some kind of acceptance. It's not going to be an easy journey for anybody who wants to be a transgender, who wants to change their gender. I mean, my heart goes out for them, because obviously they're not happy in their own body, but I don't think having the operation is going to solve the problem, really. I mean, I don't understand. I really don't understand how chopping your penis off makes you feel more of a woman. Because if you feel like a woman, it doesn't matter what you look like. Surely, if you're a woman, you're a woman, and that's the end of it. Do you really need to do the operation? I don't know. I mean, there's still a stigma attached to homosexuality, isn't there? That's not perfectly acceptable this day and age, let alone transgender. I mean, we're still quite a naive collection of individuals that have no idea what the fuck's going on in life, and they don't know what, because we're just animals at the end of the day. If something's weird, we're just going to go, oh, that's weird, I don't like that, and they'll be repulsed by it, because that's what animals do. They don't like change, they don't like difference. They're psychologically programmed to distrust differences in genetics. Yeah, nothing is accepted, nothing at all. And I don't think it ever will be. I really don't think it ever will be, because we are programmed not to accept it. I mean, for all intents and purposes, you could say that you're actually, if you have an operation, transgender operation, you're literally setting yourself up for a life of misery in society. I mean, behind closed doors in your private life, yeah, you might find happiness, but it's a big risk, isn't it? It's a big old risk you're taking. Especially when there's money involved. It's ma'am. It's ma'am. Still kind of not fun to be gay, but now at least we don't have the shame of it anymore. Well, it depends what country you go to. You could be chucked off a roof It's not global yet, is it? It's not actually accepted all globally. And even in Germany, there's going to be people that, I mean, all the immigrants and stuff. You're going to have different viewpoints, and it's going to be really, really, very, very, very slow. Tolerance is just non-existent, isn't it? I mean, how old's racism? I mean, it's what? Shit. I mean, not how old. I mean, when was slavery abolished? You still got racism, and that's. I mean, you're still going to have the die-hard racists. You're still going to have the die-hard homophobes, anti-Islamic. I mean, who's to say that there won't be a backlash to Islamophobia? Everything goes round in circles, doesn't it? I hear that time and time again in history. Everything goes round in circles. I don't think racism is on the decline. I think it ebbs and flows, doesn't it? It's like everything's a spectrum, isn't it? So I don't think it's just gonna fall off, gently. I think it's gonna flare up. There's gonna be flare-ups, and there's gonna be different religions and different cults and different attitudes to bigotry and stuff. Converted to happy again. Yeah, it doesn't mean that anymore. I think it's positively changes the word. Past. I mean, it's still used in context, especially during Pride. I just think it's nice. Yeah, but I don't know. Seems unnecessary. Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's kind of. I think everything's. I think it all ebbs and flows, and the spectrum goes up and down. I don't think they'll ever totally get rid of it, though. I don't think people change that much, The basic animal doesn't change drastically that much. I don't think that people are capable of being that kind of tolerant and grown up. Is it a slur? I don't even know if it's a slur. So what? We're not allowed to use the gay term to describe someone. Is it a slur? Why is it a slur? It's only a slur if you believe that being gay or homosexual is a bad thing. This is Enter Shikari again. Oh my days, I like this. I like these guys. You fucking spanner! Irachi, you requested this. It's pretty cool, Yeah, gay people call themselves gay all the time, yeah. I mean, it stands to reason. If you think you're okay and to be gay isn't a bad thing, then of course it's just... I suppose it depends on the context you're using it. Alexa, play Mikey Bublé. I think they're great. I think they're cool. Well, they're growing on me anyway. Where are these guys from anyway? They sound like a... They sound like a London group, don't they? Sound London based anyway. Gay is just a word, and when you say it with bad intentions, it sounds like an insult. And when you say it with a happy voice, it sounds like a compliment. Obviously, it does majorly just go as a sexuality, but some people use it derogatory. It's just a word. Of course it doesn't go with heterosexual, because that's the majority, isn't it? The majority, the norm, if you like. The majority of the mass is hetero, so it's not going to. And even I'm not fucking heteros. Ah, you disgusting. It's just true though, isn't it? You disgusting hetero. Oh, don't be such a hetero. Thing is, it doesn't stick, does it? It's not going to stick because it's not really an insult. Cis. Don't be just it. Is that straight white, isn't it? Isn't that what straight cis? White cis. See, that depends on the that depends on the fucking spelling of it. How can you? Because like if you go, are you a black cis? It's like ugh, that's gonna have connotations to it, so you can't really use that, can you? Is it a normal word now? Well, there isn't anything derogatory. I don't think there's anything derogatory about it. I mean, I think the fact that people are seeing it and banning that word, is a reflection of. I mean, they're giving it power. We've had this conversation before. If you start banning and making words taboo, you're giving the words power, aren't you? So it's like a bit counterproductive. It's going against what you're trying to do. Yeah, just give them positive power. Obviously there are some words that need to be censored, like Ram Ranch. I mean, there's certain words that have to be dealt with accordingly, and unfortunately Ram Ranch is one of them, so. Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't. I don't see why they wouldn't. Why would they see it as derogatory anyway? Because it's obviously not. it's not a derogatory thing to be. So, and if you, like I say, if they're, that's probably a good stance to take. Because if you're saying you can't say that word anymore, you'll get, again, you're giving it power. You just don't need to make all flowery. We're okay with it as it is. Oh man, this, I like it. I'm really liking this Shikari. Dude. Oh shit. Just gotta get away. Shit. I'm gonna listen to the death set and enter Shikari more often now. Oh shit, yeah, I haven't been like, I should be like putting these on the playlist. Oh man. Yeah, next, keep requesting it and I'll put it on the playlist next time. I think you. I've seen it used. You just use it for a comedic value, don't you? Because if you like say, "Oh, I'm so gay today. I'm feeling so gay." There's a, obviously you know what is meant, but there's a comedic sort of connotation to it, isn't there? This is so good. I'm so loving these guys. Yeah, good shout, Rashi. Good shout. Yeah, do you know what I mean? There's like 50 flipping Beatles songs I woke up to this morning. Oh, good luck, Rachi. Should be pretty easy though, isn't it? English exam? You're pretty good with English. English the language or German? I don't know what. Who? Is it a literature exam or a English language spoken? What? I don't know. Maybe he just really likes the Beatles. A new kind of test. Isn't it really weird, right? I mean, you look at the colour of the stream, you've got pinks, reds, and you've got yellows and pinks, and it's really fucking bright and colourful. And then you listen to the music, and you look at the chat, and you have a feel of the conversation that goes in, and you look at the drawing even that I'm doing, and it's kind of contradictory, isn't it, really? It's strange. It doesn't really gel. The whole flipping setup doesn't actually gel together, does it? I think it's quite ironic. You've got to translate German text into English, but we should stick too close to the German text, but also not add stuff, but with a good flow. I'm not sure if you know how to do that shit right. You'll be fine. You think it works fine? I don't know. You like it that way. You can use there and isn't and stuff. I'm sure you'll be alright.
Walking around, I got no one to talk to. There's everyone.
It's Bo.
Then there's just me. If I could change, don't you think that
Oh, it's a formal letter, is it?
God only knows why he cursed me to be a straight white man.
Stream looks kind of cyberpunk-ish, which goes along with dystopian themes and sad and depressing moods. Well, okay. Well, is that a positive or a negative thing? I don't know.
The victim of a random search for drugs. You can't say my life is easy until you walked a mile in my Uggs. Straight white man. I know the road looks tough ahead. The women want rights, the gays want kids. Can't you just leave us alone and also no to the things you asked for?
Oh, he's awesome, isn't he?
They're being greedy and they know it.
I suppose it is because the people that go to your school don't speak English too well.
Syracuse, I don't know where the fuck it's gonna work. Right, Matt?
Vaporwavy-esque. No.
Thinks that I've got it easy just 'cause it's true.
I was thinking of going more emo, really.
Pull up a chair, put down your pitchfork.
I guess it's ironically emo.
Chance to show you what
Vaporwave is ironic, isn't it? Is that what it is? Is Vaporwave ironic emo?
the church has never
Dunno.
made me feel ashamed of who I am. But I get emails from Quiznos that Gmail doesn't mark as spam. My country's constitution was handwritten by my race. My wife bought me the brand new iPhone with an iPod Touches case. Case doesn't fit that.
Change your mind. It is happy, isn't it? Change my man.
Rights, the blacks want not to be called the blacks. Sorry.
Change the yellow to black and then you're talking. Are you still happy? Are you on the top donators list? Nice. Can you use noise? Can you use noise in your English exam? It was noise. I bet that would be awesome. And they'll be reading it and say, oh, that's a spelling mistake. And they would have no clue, would they? That it was like actual proper English. I mean, it's proper English. I'm joking, it's not. Just slanging it.
Brothers and sisters, prayer is a powerful thing. In these trying times, we pray. We pray hard. But there are some matters.
I'm gonna have a beer.
Better
She's gonna have a pitch fit.
Lord, by accepting
That's one. Oh, that's a 0 then.
Come on! You can't pray the gay way.
You can pray the gateway,
No matter what your preacher say.
no matter what your preacher say.
There's no fighting tonight. You can't pray the gay away. Mama, oh mama, you can't blame yourself just 'cause your baby boy
It's a rhyme, isn't it? Blasphemy.
Well, the
Bloody infidels.
Lamb Church of Christ says he needs reprogramming.
That boy ain't right.
Sent him off to camp where he could get fixed. Half the summer of his life never saw so many dicks. You can't pray the gay way. You can't pray the gay way. No matter what your preacher say. No matter what your preacher say. There's no fighting DMI. You can't pray the gay away. You may not know it, but you know lots of them. Statistically speaking, 1 out of every 10. Every family's got one. You
I
might
think
call them
I read that
Mama said
homosexual men have more testosterone and tend to be taller and have a stronger jawline,
can't pray the gay way. You can't pray the gay way. No matter what you preach.
which is kind of counterintuitive, really, isn't it?
You can't pray the gay away. Hey, you can't pray the gay away. Hallelujah. Bless your heart.
You're attracted to female traits, but I wouldn't mind being with someone that is male that looks female. So you could do a transgender relationship with them. Well, I suppose they'd have the junk, or have had the junk, to know what to do with the junk to perform. I don't know where I was going with that. You could say the same about religion. To try to be a Muslim for a date, no way. But you can turn away from the religion. Right, you wouldn't do that because you're an atheist. You could find religion. Oh, bloody hell, it's going. Wow, it's going too quick. You guys are typing too fast. Sexuality can change over time. I think, like I said before, there's socio-homosexuality and genetic homosexuality. It's spreading, isn't it? It's getting there. It's a long process, though. Much wow. Oh, I forgot that chain there. Oh, fuck it, I can't be bothered. Oh, bollocks to it. Oh, that's dangerous territory there, isn't it? That whole conversation right there is a bit tricky. It's extremely tricky. How do you? Wow. It's a good point though, isn't it? I mean, if you can turn gay, and time can change your sexuality, could you actually pray the gay away? Shit. Oh my days. Could you? Oh, sorry. that's just like wrong on so many levels. But it does ask the question. It does ask an interesting question, Malax. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. I suppose it. I mean, you're saying fluid. I mean, you were saying fluid doesn't exist. Gender fluid doesn't exist. Are you still gonna support that claim, Arachi? We go into personal territory because your sexuality has changed over time. And back in the days, especially if anyone could decide to not be gay, don't you think they would have? They got locked up and killed. They still are in some countries, aren't they? I don't know. It's an interesting conversation there. There's definitely some discussion there, isn't there? There's nothing. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with being attracted to men. Throughout history, there's. Thing is, what I would say is that everyone goes through a stage in their life. I mean, where they don't know who they are. They don't know what they are. They don't know. Do you see that kid? That's going through. I think they're 8 or something, and they're doing shows not transgender, but I think they're going for the transgender op. I think that's just a little bit too much, because I don't think he knows who he is. I don't think he knows let alone what he is. I think it's taking a risk, because when you love someone, when you love a child, you give them what they need, not what they want. And this kid wants to be a different sex, and it's just a bit. I think the parents should actually consider what is going to happen, because, like I say, there's a big suicide rate in transgender people. So what the parent is actually literally doing is handing a death sentence in some respects. I think there's a point where you have to say, what for the benefit of the child. I think there's a point where you have to say, not you can't be this or you can't be that, but just wait. Just bear that in mind. Put it on the back burner. There's no hurry. There's no rush. Just take it easy. There's no rush to jump into another body or another sexuality, so why be hasty? You're gonna go Muslim now. Just to prove the point. I'm Buddhist. Oh, right, okay. You think that's true for sexuality? You can't. I don't know. Well, you can change in name, can't you? But can you change in mind? It's a mindset, isn't it? Your religion is a mindset. So you could officially change your religion, but would that constitute a change in religion mentally? Probably not. And I see what you mean about sexuality as well. I mean, you could say that you're this, that, and the other. You could sexually identify as an Apache attack helicopter one day, and then a blender the next. But mentally, by name you would, but mentally, psychologically, would you? I don't even know. Probably not. You guys just wind each other up till no end. Yeah, it's a mindset. Sexuality is not a mindset. Oh, come on. There's a mindset element to it. You got to have. You got to be psychologically tuned to that way of life and that way of thinking. So it must be somewhat related to your mindset. Sorry, something came up. I'm back. Oh, Broken. Hello. How are you? Right now, did you... I'll let you read the conversation because it's fucking... they're raving on. But the gist is... what the gist is, if over time you're able to change your sexuality to homosexual, let's say, for instance, would it be possible to change back and pray the gay away? you can imagine what song we've been listening to, obviously, but I mean, obviously we have to have these conversations because it's interesting for one, and for two, we might be able to come to some kind of understanding. So it's not an argument, it's a discussion, remember. This is really heated actually because it's a touchy subject, isn't it? Bear in mind to be, well, I'm not going to say respectful, but bear in mind to be conscious of what you say. You're not saying that literally. Oh, I just thought. You know what? I've just thought. Is the chat? Oh no, I'll ask another time because you're having a conversation. So you're saying it's fluid, and I think Arachi's saying it's not fluid. How's it going, Delirium? So Arachi, are you saying it gender is fluid? Because it's quite an interesting. Because if you're able to go one way, surely you can go the other way as well. So therefore, sexuality is fluid. In that kind of, I can see. Well, yeah, I guess it is, isn't it? I think I'm gonna. It makes logical sense. Okay, imagine you're gay. You don't agree with being gay. You can't stop being gay. You're religious, and you don't agree with the religion. You can stop being religious. You can't stop being gay though, can you? Was that your point? Sexuality is fluid, but it's definitely not the same as religion. No, I think there's a genetic, obviously there's a biological element to it, isn't there? So I don't think you could be 100%. It's not going to be 100% psychological. There's a viewer on Picato. Is there a viewer on Picato? Hello, Picato viewer. How do I find out who that person is? Is it rude to where is it? How can I find out who they are? I can't, can I? It's not as look, it's not as good as Twitch, is it? I can see exactly who's looking at me. I've got a stalker on Picato now. That's not fair. Oi, oi, Mr. Picato or Mrs. Picato. Oh, I can't gender specify, can I? Anyway, that's not cool. It's not cool. I like seeing people jump up in Twitch, so then I can say hello. Please say hello, Picato person. Might be nice to say hello. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Anyway, where am I going now? I was going to put a window here to match over this side, but it have too much symmetry, I think, maybe. But I don't want to just go brick, because that would just be boring. So what can I put here? I don't know. Religion and sexuality can change. I don't think the two can be compared really, because you obviously have that biological element. Religion you can change actively. Oh, that's, I think, yeah. Anyway, right. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do bricks here. So where are my bricks? There's one line there. One line there. And another line there. So there's that. And then there's, don't go across there. So that's on, that's off, that's on. Typical. Typical, that's freaking typical, right where his freaking moustache is. I'm going to lose that now. I think I might use some artistic license and say bollocks. Basically. Okay, from there. And now on there. You think everyone is born bi? I think it's programmed, isn't it? I think we are programmed to find our attraction chemically programmed and psychologically programmed to some extent. Because you know, we've discussed how we're attracted to breasts. Haven't I said this before? I'm sure I've said this before. The fact that men are attracted to breasts because we can reminisce, if you like, and it sparks memories of breastfeeding, comfort and warmth and all that sort of good stuff. And that's why we're attracted to them. Allegedly, that's how the theory goes anyway. Don't know how true it is, but that's just theory. Your parents didn't like it at a very young age. I didn't understand, so how? So what? Oh, where did you jump to? Could have been like that. You're just born with it. You've always been more gay than straight. Okay, the influences later can push you to the direction, but only if you are predestined with it. And are you talk? Oh, right, okay. Obviously, biological elements are going to have an impact on whether you do get programmed or not. Yeah. So, yeah, I get that. That makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Come on, Picato person. Say hello. Say hello. You're my first Picato viewer. Please say hello. Please. I'd be ever so appreciative. Or you could come over Twitch, you know, and just then, yeah. I shouldn't call out lurkers, should I? If you're lurking, that's fine. You can lurk if you like. Maybe they don't speak English. Do you English at all? Hello, mate. Hello, please. Oh, nearly hit his teeth then. Let's not hit your teeth, Mr. Dragon. Bit of artistic license there. Oh, using lots of artistic license here. Remember, it's only a discussion, it's not an argument, or actually don't get freaking triggered, right? You're not getting upset, are you? Please don't get upset. Because you've got a test tomorrow and you'll be tossing and turning. So fucking relax, fucking you won't be able to sleep. You're not getting triggered, are you? No one's to blame. Who's to blame? It's not anybody's fault. You can accept blame. You don't have to accept it. It's not compulsory. You don't have to be the victim. Alright, Arachi. See you again soon, mate. Good luck with your test tomorrow. Let us know how you get on. Oh boy. Well, that was a very interesting conversation, although it ended a bit bitter. It doesn't matter, Malax, because I prefer to have a stimulating conversation, because it brought up a question that I had never thought up before, so I appreciate that. And you didn't get angry or anything. It was just a discussion. It's fine. It's fine. It's an interesting topic. Sex, religion is always going to have, and politics is always going to have an interesting conversation, albeit a conversation with implications, consequences, maybe. It's important to ask these questions, though. I think it's a discussion it's really hard to have in a text chat. It's not fluid and you can't get your point across. I don't know how you guys actually. I couldn't stand it really. I'd be frustrated typing all the time. I think it loses something in text. And even if you were on a phone call or a Discord chat, I think you're still going to lose some kind of I don't know, body language. You can't see the body language, and I've always preferred to have a conversation face to face rather than either text or a phone call. I don't like it. I don't like either really. You can't type as fast and you talk as you talk, yeah, obviously. And the context is often removed. I mean, yeah, your emotion and your context are totally removed, yeah. Will be interesting to have a Discord debate, if you like. I'm actually going to call it a day as well because I've got school tomorrow. I've got lots of fucking essays to write. I can't do the essays. I don't want to do essays anymore. I'm an old man. Why am I doing essays at like 45? Just not reasonable. Actually, I'm going to go after this tune because I like this tune. Who requested this? Oh, it's me. Oh yeah, I totally get what you're saying. So there's no gene that would make you gay. There has to be something more to it. And I think that's psychological. I think that's psychological influence, socio, if you like. There's got to be a socio element to it. I mean, just as psychopaths can be nurtured, if you like. If the socio elements are there, the propensity to be a psychopath can manifest itself, and I think that's the same in paedophiles. There has to be a socio element where they were abused, and I think it's probably the same with homosexuals as well. If the propensity is there and the socio elements are present, I think it's possible that there's going to be influences that either make or break you, I guess. I mean, they say paedophiles are like often abused, and they carry it on. Meh, don't beat yourself up about it. It's just there now. It's out there now. Interesting conversation, I'm Alex. Oh yeah, I think you did actually. It was one of the good ones anyway. It always is. Malax is always at the forefront of it, isn't he? He's always there, stirring shit up. I don't know how much was a troll and how much was genuine, but it was a genuinely interesting conversation anyway. How's the in-law anyway, Delirium? Oh, is the delightful lady? Oh fuck it, I might as well carry on. I really should. No, I really should. I really should. There's no law, Bo. You've just got an in. Oh, she just popped in and went. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go because I've got to do an essay tomorrow and I've got to go to school tomorrow. So hopefully I should be back. I should be back tomorrow night. I might even do the weekend as well. But we will see. Thanks for joining me tonight. You've been wonderful, interesting and stunning and sparkling and all those good positive descriptives. And I'll see you again soon. Cheers guys, see you later.
So to get your whole